I know. So if you don't know by now, me and Hannah just saw Panic at the Disco. It was amazing. There were some parts I didn't get because the camera was low on battery and I had to make sure that I saved it for the best parts. There was some parts that I really wish I would have recorded because it was just extreme. And I am so happy with how things went. So what's gonna happen now is I'm gonna sit here and tell you guys how my experience was at the concert. So me and Hannah left South Carolina at around 12 o'clock and it was a 3-hour drive, so we got there around 3 something. We got to the hotel. It was beautiful. It was amazing. It was a great hotel and it was right next to the Stadium Center, right next to it. So all we had to do was go check in and go. We were so lucky. We were so lucky to have that. Never stayed in a hotel by ourselves before. It was a completely new thing for us. So we walk in and we see a big kitchen right here with a freaking microwave and a dishwasher and measuring cups and a strainer, just all this little random stuff you would need in the kitchen, and I thought that was so cool. And then there was a huge fridge, which is crazy. There was a flat screen TV, there was a big bed for both of us to share. The bathroom was really nice and the view was phenomenal. We've never seen anything like that. The tallest thing that we have here is like a movie theater. We were on the 17th floor and we got to look down and look across and see Stadium Center and the bed's right next to it. It was so nice. So me and Hannah were just getting ready, we're putting our makeup on, we're looking all cute. It looks so good. I tried to do like a little sunset type thing. You know I love it. Listening to music, getting all pumped, getting ready for this huge concert we're about to go to. And it gets to be around 6. And the concert starts at 7. So we're heading out the hotel room to go get in line. And the line, this is the Stadium Center. This is Hyatt Hotel. The line was backed up all the way to the Hyatt Hotel that we were at. And we were like, oh no, it's 6 and the concert starts at 7. We were really nervous because we thought we were going to miss something. It just kept going. It was just like a fast-paced movement. The line was just going up and up and up, like right to the entrance. And it only took about 10 minutes to get up there. So we were really glad that it didn't take forever or we would have missed something and that would have sucked. We didn't miss anything, thankfully, yes. So we get up there and I was a little nervous because I didn't know if they were gonna try to take my camera. I didn't know if they were like, oh, policy rules, you can't have your camera or whatever. So I was kind of nervous about that. Luckily, there was no issue. They were just like, okay, good to go, cool. Walked right on through. We were inside the building and all we had to do was just wait. So right when we walked in, we saw the merch center with all the shirts and the t-shirts, sweaters, sweatshirts, jackets. And of course we were gonna get merch. Who goes to a concert and doesn't get merch? Well, not us, okay, not us. So we go there and the line, there is no line. It is just a big compilement of human beings all in one big center spot thing. They're just standing there waiting to get some merch. So we were waiting there for probably like 45 minutes. I finally decided what I wanted. It was this really cool black denim jacket and it had his Panic at the Disco Sinners Crew thing on it and I really liked it and I will show you that now. This was the denim jacket that I got and this is the front of it. I got it in a large. I was almost gonna get an extra large because sometimes I like things to be like a little bit oversized, like an oversized jacket, but then I just decided to go with what fit me. But yeah, it's just a black denim jacket. Of all the things, there was like all the shirts and they had all kinds of different t-shirts to choose from, but I had to have it. I was all about getting this denim jacket. So by the time we got done getting our merch, it was probably like 6:45, 6:50. At that time, it was time to go. It was time to wrap it up. So we wanted to get drinks because we were getting pretty thirsty. There was a lot going on. We go over to the concession stand and we wait in line. That took like no time at all. We got our drinks, but the thing is, when we got our drinks, they put my bottled water into a cup. And they didn't put a lid on it or a straw or anything. It was just the cup.
Because that we get our own little like table thing.
They put them in cups. Oh my, that kind of seems like it's gonna spill later, but you know what? I guess if everyone's doing it, I'm sure it's not a problem. So I get my water. We're leaving, we're going down, and we see the big stage center. We see the stage, we see everybody starting to sit down. It's getting real. It's getting real, you know what I mean? It's really happening at this moment. So we're walking up and we go down the steps. We're going all the way down, like right at the very bottom, and then the stage is like right over there.
Stage is literally right there.
So we're just sitting down and then we're just waiting, you know. Betty Who opens up on the stage. She was amazing. Happy to get to hear some of her music because apparently I've heard some of her songs before, but I didn't know who she was. And then this time I heard brand new songs from her, and it was really good. My favorite song that she played was the very first song that she did. It was Rocket Girl, and it was so good. I loved that one. You can call me Rocket Girl. Then after that, she played a couple songs. She danced really good. Really fun and upbeat and everything. And then this other group came on, and I don't mean to throw shade. This group, 2 Feet, went on, and a lot of their songs didn't have lyrics. It was just like a guitar and like the bass and the drums and all that stuff. And it was chill, it was cool, I guess, but it was way too relaxed. So everybody was like getting really pumped. They were like, okay, that was the opening act. We're getting ready for Panic at the Disco, ready to see Bren Urie. And then 2 Feet comes on. We started standing up because we were excited. We were like, oh, 2 Feet, let's give a round for 2 Feet, whatever. We get up, we start standing up, or people start standing up. And quickly people start sitting back down because it was just like really chill, like just hanging out kind of music. Not really something you're trying to get people excited for the main act, you know what I mean? The last song they did, I really liked. It was like an actual song. It had lyrics and everything, so that was good. So anyways, 2 Feet so anyways, 2 Feet gets off stage, and now this big screen comes on where it's like 9 minutes until Bren Urie comes out, and we're all just like, oh my gosh, it's really happening. It's really about to happen in 9 minutes. We're about to see Bren Urie. Me and Hannah are just sitting there, and we're like, all right, let's get hyped up again. We got to get back in the hype mode because these guys kind of like put us to sleep a little bit. We gotta hype back up. So get this couple next to us, there was this guy and this girl. And the girl asked the guy to ask Hannah to take a picture for them. And then Hannah was like, all right, Melanie, you do it. You're better at taking pictures or whatever. And I was like, okay, cool, that's fine. So I get up, take a picture for them. I take 2, because you know, you always gotta take more than one and make sure it looks good. Take 2 pictures for them. They're like, okay, cool, thank you. And I'm pretty sure they turned out pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could probably charge for those 2 pictures. So they got their pictures and they go to sit down, and it was probably like 2 minutes later that the girl gets up and walks away and spills my drink. She turns around, she's like, and just keeps walking. And I look at Hannah and I'm like, you gotta be kidding me right now. So yeah, as I said earlier, they didn't give you tops, they didn't give you straws, they give you the drink in a cup. And then I was like, it's probably gonna spill later, and guess what happens? Moving on, so it gets to be like 2 minutes in, 1 minute in, 50 seconds in, 30 seconds in. And then he comes on stage and everybody flips out. We're all like flipping out, we were going crazy. I'm screaming. As soon as he came out on stage, I was ready. I was ready for this concert. It was gonna be amazing. As soon as I saw him come out on stage, I knew it was gonna be amazing. So he comes out singing Silver Lining, and everybody was getting so hyped up. It was so fun. It was so exciting. The first song comes out and there's confetti flying around. Ugh. I mean, the most insane thing about him that I've always loved is his high notes. He does high notes like nobody's business. It's insane. It's crazy. I could never hit the notes that he hits. He goes up and he can stay up there, and he does that. You're just like, you are killing it right now. It's so fun, and he's so energetic. He never slows down. The thing that shook me was they started bringing fire out on the stage, and I don't know how common that is now. I haven't been to a lot of concerts, but they had real fire on the stage, and he was like right up next to it dancing and everything. I was sitting there, I was like, oh my gosh, please don't catch fire. I mean, remember the whole Pepsi incident with Michael Jackson? I definitely don't want to see that happen. So I was a little nervous, but then I was like, you know what, this is amazing. There were 2 songs in particular that Hannah really wanted him to do. She was like, I really hope that he does The Greatest Show. But we were like, well, we never know. Don't get your hopes up. We don't know if it's gonna happen. We don't know if he's gonna get tired of doing that, or if it's just not part of the thing this time or whatever. So we were just kind of like, well, hopefully it happens, but we don't know. So all of a sudden he's out there and he's like, oh, well, you know, a lot of the times I feel like I really can relate to Hugh Jackman. And me and Hannah looked at each other like, oh my gosh, he's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. And then he starts doing... Hannah called Carrie Ann, and Carrie Ann got to see what was going on. So all of a sudden he disappears for a little bit and you're like, whoa, what's going on? And he comes back and he does Miss Jackson. All of a sudden this big drum set comes out of nowhere and he just starts wailing out on the drums and he just starts going at it with the drums. We were all just sitting there just like, oh my god. All of a sudden the song comes and starts playing again. He jumps on the drum thing or whatever and then he does a big backflip. It was so crazy. We were all just standing there like he goes above and beyond to make sure that it's entertaining, doing backflips, there's confetti flying around, there's lasers, there's lights, there's fire, there's a lot. It was a lot. And I know like a lot of the footage was a little bit shaky because, hello, I'm excited. I can't just sit there and record it perfectly the whole time. I'm kind of like dancing, and I was dancing like crazy. And I'm pretty sure maybe the people behind me were getting annoyed possibly because I screamed really loud and I was moving a lot and dancing up and down and jumping. See, even my camera can't keep focus with me right now. But yeah, everybody had their little flashlights on and we were all just like, mama. So the next thing that had us really shook, and I mean shook, start singing Death of a Bachelor. And that was one of my favorite songs. I was really excited for him to do that one. His behind starts walking off stage, going towards the aisle. This is the row right here, right? This is where we're at. He's over here by the stage, and he starts walking down. Me and Hannah are flipping. Our heads are about to fall off. Like, we are flipping out. And he starts walking this way. Me and Hannah's like, this is it. This is it. We're gonna get to meet him. We're gonna be able to say that we met him. We'll be able to give him a high five or something, you know, anything, a hug, a high five, a hello, anything. We were like, this is it, this is the moment, this is our time. He starts walking this way. All of a sudden he stops with his little crew and cuts through, starts walking that way. Me and Hannah looked at each other with like the most disappointed, sad look in our eyes, and there was nothing we could do about it. We had to like close our mouths. Oh my gosh, we were so close to meeting him and then he just walked that way. So anyways, all of a sudden he starts walking by. There's a stage right next to us, like right here where the camera guys are at and everything, and then he stands up and this piano comes out and he gets on the piano and it's attached to strings and stuff. He starts flying across the freaking auditorium, Coliseum. He starts playing the piano, plays this beautiful song. I'm in awe, Hannah's in awe. He starts playing the song that his mom would sing to him, then he started singing Dying in LA. But then I got like really scared and I started getting nervous because he would get out of his seat and he started like looking down at everybody, like the strings right here, the end of the table's like right here, and he's like standing at the edge of it, being like, oh hey everybody, you know, I'm so glad to be here and all this stuff, just waving at people, and like it was cool looking. But then I was like, what if something happens? I don't want him to fall. Just anything can happen. I mean, nothing is for sure set safe. So anyways, he finishes off and it brings the piano set all the way to the stage and he comes back down. I was sitting there telling Hannah all the songs I wanted him to do, and Mona Lisa was one of my favorite songs of him from back in the day. Like way back in the day when he was like a fetus. I was really hoping he would do it, but I was like, he probably won't. It's a pretty old song. And then he did it. And I was like, oh my gosh, yes! When you hear like an artist and you've been listening to them for a long time, they have all these new albums, all these new songs, but they still perform their old stuff. It's so exciting because it's like you grew up on those songs. The old ones are the ones you really remember that brought you to where you are now. So when he played that song, I was really happy, I was really excited. But yeah, I hope you guys had fun watching this video. Here's my question, is anybody gonna go see any concerts soon? Have they seen any concerts lately? But yeah, that was my experience going to see Panic at the Disco. So yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, share it with your friends, and hit the bell so you can get more notifications for my videos. Thanks for watching!